Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's another day, another dollar, May 19th, 2026. And you're here in the morning with an Amir Shakur Speaks morning show, or with not an Amir Shakur, it's the Amir Shakur Speaks morning show. Fresh news while you were asleep, y'all. And we're opening up today on got a slow pace today. Not as much news, but got some pretty strong things going on around the country. And want to put the headlines in order for you. Want to thank everyone from around the globe, the UK, Canada. Let's see, Uganda. We're growing. We're growing. I'm looking at the analytics, and I'm so happy. I want to thank those and. Thank our wonderful VIPs. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much. And you're always welcome. And VIPs, we love you. So yeah, good morning to Canada and all of the UK viewers in our country. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share to the Amir Shakur Speaks Morning Show. Your voice matters. There you go. All right. So I don't even have to do the job. I can just sit back and just show the comments and let you guys work. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, right? You're all right on the Amir Group Speaks Morning Show. And again, news that you can use, and we love you too. We love you too. Listen, guys, if you're just joining us for the first time, just come into our chat room and stand up and speak out. Your voice always matters. You guys know how I am. So, should I say, ladies and gentlemen, let me be correct here. You folks, you wonderful people know how I am. So, if you're joining us for the first time, and if you want to stand up and speak out, go to the Amir Shakur Speaks channel on YouTube. And you can also look at Amir Shakur Speaks on Facebook. And you can join us, your chat, your voice. Your voice matters. Stand up and speak out. And also you can follow the 20,000+ subscribers we have on my LinkedIn page, and join us there as well. And, we're opening up on it, like I said, on a slow note, but hey, you and I are together. So that's all that matters. So as we're getting into the news, I just want to make sure you again, like, subscribe, and share. All right. With that being said, Mr. Trump is in a big bit of a pickle again. He's announced via social media that his narrative is just not working, guys. It's not working. It's not as pronounced as it should be, and he's I have a loss for words for this type of diplomacy, right? So, in a major shift, President Donald Trump, U.S. President Donald Trump, we can call him at least that much, announced via social media that he's delayed a planned military strike on Iran. I delayed a strike on Iran. The pause comes after direct pressure from the Gulf. Nonetheless, the Gulf. And the pressure was saying that, he's not going to move forward. And that pressure came from the leaders of Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar as well, to give the striking and the military escalation, just give it a rest for now. Let peace and diplomacy take place. Sounds like some wise advice to me. And Mr. Trump, and I always say this: if I was in Mr. Trump's administration, maybe several sit downs would have to happen, maybe several, for a lack of better use of the word, come to Jesus talks, because those are needed. But, for whatever it's worth, it's falling on deaf ears. All right. So listen here. We are going to show the clip, and in the meantime, like, subscribe, and share if you want to get engaged in the conversation, a lively conversation. So anyway, while my great admin team is bringing that clip up, I just want to thank you guys again. And if you're in Al Jazeera Network, as a matter of fact, thank you for your following. But let's go ahead and pull up that clip. And Face the Nation has been so gracious as to show us the clip. So let's see what Face the Nation has to say, and we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and be quiet. All right. Let's see if we can pull that up. Do we have? Okay, pull it up. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
President Trump traveled to Beijing for a summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping during a crucial moment of his second term in the White House. The historic gathering comes as the Iran war continues to impact global oil supplies and the transit of goods through the Strait of Hormuz. But top of mind for President Xi, Taiwan. I'm Olivia Gazis for CBS News, and these are the top 5 highlights from President Trump's trip to China. President Trump arrived in Beijing to a welcome ceremony with pomp and pageantry. On Thursday, before a closed-door session, President Trump praised President Xi and touted the tech leaders who accompanied him to China to encourage new partnerships between the two world superpowers.
I just want to say, on behalf of all of the great delegation that we have the greatest businessmen, the biggest, I guess the best in the world. We have amazing people, and they're all with me. Every single one of them. We asked the top 30 in the world, every single one of them said yes. And I didn't want the second or the third in the company. I wanted only the top. And they're here today to pay respects to you and to China. And they look forward to trade and doing business, and it's going to be totally reciprocal on our behalf.
Then a high-stakes, closed-door meeting that lasted over 2 hours. According to Chinese state media, Xi issued a stern warning about Taiwan, saying potential clashes and even conflicts could happen if the issue isn't handled properly. The White House called the meeting good. Here's more from CBS News' Weijia Jiang and Tony DeCopel.
We should be partners, not rivals.
There, they stress the importance of cooperation.
It's an honor to be with you. It's an honor to be your friend. And the relationship between China and the USA is going to be better than ever before.
The White House says both presidents agreed on the need for China to buy more U.S. agricultural products. Overnight, China approved export licenses for more than 400 American beef processing plants, according to customs data. For Xi, Taiwan is top of mind. China wants reunification. And for the U.S. to stop selling arms to the self-governing island. Chinese state media says Xi raised the issue today, warning differences could bring the U.S. and China into, quote, conflict.
All right, so if you're just joining us, folks, we'll stop on that note. President Xi of China and President Donald Trump, had a high-stakes bilateral summit in Beijing, followed by Russian President Vladimir Putin today. Vladimir Putin, I should get his name right, preparing his own visit to China in the wake of the delegation's departure, and President Xi and Xi Jinping and Putin exchange congratulatory letters signaling solidifying ties and ongoing regional shifts, which, I'm not sure how President Trump feels about that in the aftermath. It's a contrast. The day after we leave, then, our adversaries come in and, we're shaking hands and, and meeting them, especially after, I love China. It's an honor to be here and all of this kind of stuff. Well, Mr. Trump, I don't think China loves you, and we have to really let's call it out for what it is, because we said we're speaking truth in this particular program on this channel. So, Mr. Trump, your follow-up is no longer necessary. Because China is going to do whatever it wants to do, and they're going to continue to try to dominate the world. And the falling administration of American assets around the world is declining. Let's call it for what it is, and not because of let's look at this picture and take it in, folks, really, really well. But your president, Mr. Trump, is He's not doing the job for America. So in the wake of the delegation's departure, Russia is there and they're going to pick up the pace. I'm assuring everyone where, and fill the voids where America left off and probably get a lot of laughs out of the whole meeting from the American departure of U.S. President Trump. So, it's more of the high stakes ongoing drama and lack of accountability from around the world that we can expect from this Trump administration, folks. So, it's not new news. It's nothing new. And, we have to embrace for the next 2.5 years. Just let's be straight to the point and speak truth to power, buffoonery. All right. Moving on from there. Got another piece about a crowd flavor. When I say flavor, I mean he's the flavor of the month for sure. And let's go ahead and pull up that slide because I think you guys would be interested in that. But while we're waiting on the slide, did I say like, follow, and subscribe? So please like, follow, and subscribe. But got some new news from one of your favorites and mine, and we're going to pull him up, and none other than Mr. Elon Musk, nonetheless, and he's reaming from the loss of a new lawsuit. Well, not a new lawsuit, but he was fuming. Let's use that word. OpenAI was being sued by Elon Musk in his highly publicized federal lawsuit against OpenAI and Sam Altman, who have officially are rejoicing that this lawsuit was dismissed by a federal judge on yesterday, marking a definitive conclusion to the legal battle over the company's direction. So, Mr. Musk is, he's not winning a lot lately, and one could wonder why. And I think we do have a news clip. Let's see if we can pull that news clip up. And Mr. Musk is, he is going to, I'm not sure where this whole thing is going next, but, with the fall of Tesla and Tesla stocks being ostracized all over the world, I think Mr. Musk is in a little bit of financial jeopardy to underline what his destiny is on the economic level and the financial level. So anyway, we have the report, the breaking news about the federal lawsuit being dismissed, and let's go ahead and let's check into that.
Matthew, what does this mean for the future of OpenAI?
Hi, Joe. So this is really great news for the future of OpenAI. This lawsuit potentially threatened to hang over the company's head. Elon Musk was seeking court-issued limitations on the company's ability to pursue its for-profit mission, and really to be limited and hamstrung by its original charitable roots. And so this win for the company reduces that risk. It eliminates that shadow potentially hanging over the company. The jury came back with this decision very quickly. It took the case late Thursday after closing arguments. They were off on Friday. They were deliberating this morning and very quickly returned a verdict against Elon Musk. And they didn't even need to reach the merits, the questions, the legal questions. They said on the statute of limitations, did Musk sue too late? Yes, he knew of this earlier and effectively could have sued earlier, and because he sued too late, the whole case gets dismissed. And so it's a complete win for OpenAI, and this risk that potentially could have hung over the company is now out of the way. Potentially Musk could appeal on this, but I think it will be tough to undo a jury decision that the judge immediately adopted as her own view.
Boy, this is really something. The suggestion that he sued too late tells you what, Matt?
I mean, it was always a difficult factual case for Musk because, look, a lot of these negotiations about starting up OpenAI happened in 2016, 2017, 2018, and we're looking at a lawsuit that Musk didn't bring until much after that. And so, one of the reasons we have a statute of limitations is that we want parties to act when they have claims, pretty quickly. You can't just sit on these things and then once you want to go after someone, bring it up many years down the road. And so basically what this jury is saying is that, look, even if Musk had a real claim that OpenAI was supposed to operate as a charity, not seek a for-profit mission, you should have brought that claim a couple years ago because you knew about it, effectively, the jury's saying, many years ago, and you did nothing about it. And then you sued too late to try to go after it now.
All right, so if you're just joining us, we're slowly optimistic about the changing tides in the Elon Musk fortune, and we're seeing a chaos of collapse coming from the empire that Musk built, right? And even today, as we speak, and the news and the headlines are showing that Musk and his cohort are fuming over the federal lawsuit being dismissed. Basically, which the lawsuit was from litigation from 2017, but it was refiled earlier this year. And the federal judge said, hey, you guys waited too long. You're doing all this other stuff like, taking federal jobs away from American citizens, saying that they no longer need it, and saying, some of the things that American citizens have enjoyed, like Social Security and all of that, are no longer good. Well, Mr. Musk, you didn't focus on your own companies and your own business, and as you can see, as a result, your empire is crumbling. But anyway, we won't get down on Mr. Musk too bad. We can't say that. If you're just joining us again, Elon Musk has, in his highly publicized federal lawsuit against OpenAI, and for those who don't know what OpenAI is, it's basically ChatGPT, OpenAI. It's a digital AI firm, AI company, and it's one of the largest, and basically AI authoring software that is, it's the new rage of, what Google is, but Google on steroids. Not only can you ask and receive things, but you can create documents, you can create business plans, you can do everything just by a stroke of a keystroke, a computer keystroke, that is. So anyway, Mr. Musk was a part of this situation way back in the day when it first got started, but he left, sold his stock, and now he's trying to sue, saying that it was my idea and my stuff. But Mr. Musk tried to file his federal lawsuit too little, too late, and the federal judge said, "What? Bye." So anyway, as we're going on, if you're just joining us, claims that Elon Musk was putting on OpenAI have been dismissed by a federal judge, and the federal lawsuit is now over with. And I'm not sure if he can appeal it, but I mean, it's been dismissed with impunity. So, hey, Mr. Musk, we're sorry for your downfall, but I mean, a lot of folks saw it coming, and maybe you and Mr. Trump can try a business venture together after he leaves the White House or something like that. Who knows? But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's talk about some upbeat type stuff. Guys, let's get to something upbeat. And VIPs, what do you guys think about that? What's your Taco has no leadership skills. Okay. Well, if he has no leadership skills, you couldn't get an argument with me, because I am the sharpest mind in the morning. There you go. See, that's why we get along really, really well. So here's the thing. Before I do my editorial, the regular features like the picture can tell 1,000 words, and the other features will come back on tomorrow. But I am excited, guys. You ladies and gents, let's be technically correct. I am excited to announce the Amir Shakur Speaks Urban Report, which will happen every day. Let me show you my video. Which will happen every day after. It'll happen every day after the regular morning show segment, and we'll do our 10-15 minute urban report based upon things around the country that have affected you. If it's in New York, or if it's in California, if it's in Florida, or if it's in Texas, we'll talk about those things. If it's in the UK or Canada or Australia, Melbourne, Australia, or whatever, we don't care. We're gonna talk about that. So be sure to follow my segment every day going forward, right after the morning show, and we'll do our editorial. And that is the editorial on steroids. Now, with that being said, I got my regular editorial. You see this? You see that? I can't leave you guys with nothing. So that feature is going to be a final word fixture of today. So the Amir Moments editorial is our in-house editorial, which will never go anywhere. But let's go ahead and clip this, guys. And the VIPs, if you have anything to say, you want to say anything, please feel free to. But as we're signing off today, I wanna get into straight up serious mode, and I want to say accountability in the digital age. So before we start off today, let's talk about the word that gets thrown around a lot, but it's rarely seen in practice. It's called transparency. Okay, transparency. Let's hyphenate and syllabize. Transparency. I think it's 4, right? 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Transparency. All right. Every day the news cycle floods us with massive headlines. We hear about shifting global alliances, high-profile corporate firings, and federal court verdicts. But deciding the future of tech is easy to get lost in the macro, meaning the larger picture, but not the minor details. The minor details that's down to the circuitry. So to look around the world and feel like the gears of a power spin are completely out of reach and out of control, it's probably a great assumption, especially when you look at, if we're hyphenizing the world, or if we are approximating the world from the standpoint of a computer globalist is what we're doing. But, I'm being facetious in a way. The true accountability doesn't start at the top. It starts on the ground. And that's the message of the moment that we have to give to folks like Donald Trump and Elon Musk, whether it's holding municipal leaders accountable through public records or challenging institutional narratives, or ensuring that media platforms serve the communities that they represent, like mine does. Okay, Amir Shakur speaks. The power has always belonged to those who are willing to ask the hard questions, right? I always say power to the people is a serious crime, very serious concept. We don't want to ever underestimate that. Clip this, okay? Sunlight isn't just a metaphor, right? Sunlight is a tool. It's an era where information is weaponized and the truth is highly edited. Local vigilance is the only thing standing between public trust and total bureaucracy, right? Meaning that the folks who are out there like us, independent news, and willing to climb the digital walls of America, going to the town halls, in the courtrooms, in the state buildings, in the Capitol, and that sort of thing, just to hold the political folks accountable. The digital landscape has given us a global stage, but our responsibility remains deeply local. Your platforms are amazing, and we're able to document the facts and never wait for permission to demand the truth. If I waited for Mr. Trump to speak the truth, I probably would suggest that you would see something like many Fox Newses all over the world that he authorizes and tells them what to say and what to speak about and what not to speak about. Folks, that's not constitutionally protected, right? Nonetheless, constitutionally protected media. What is it based upon? It's based upon freedom of what? Speech. Freedom of what? Speech. What I say? Did you hear that? Without an echo, freedom of... Wait a minute. Let's see if I can do it with the echo. It's based upon freedom of... There you go. You're back. I like that. I think that is a metaphor for folks to wake up. And, we're going to give an applause to all of the media around the country and the independent folks who do their job and they do it very, very well. Let's give them another applause because they are the heartbeat of America. Amen. Amen. So when we are here and we're looking at the digital landscape, you need to adjust the tone. I'm talking to the opposition, those who think that they can control us. We got to adjust the tone of your rhetoric, calm it down, slow it down, and say, hey, wait a minute. We're going to keep pushing for clarity no matter what you say. We'll keep holding the line, and we'll see you at the end in the finish line. Okay. All right. So listen, that's my spill. I'm not gonna hold on to it too much or hold you too much today, but I want to thank our VIPs and everyone who have been following the show. We're on to bigger and better things. And remember, next week after the show, every day you'll see the Amir Shakur Speaks Urban Report, and that's going to be our own editorial. And I want to thank you guys again for being a part of my world. And we'll see you in the morning, same time, same channel. And I'm out. Peace.